Hey, John Collector fans, Fly Guy for TekSushi.com. Giving you a look at Marvel Legends time, Infinite Series, Amazing Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, I should say. And this is Beetle. Let's get a look at the packaging on the front there. So clear bubble with some pretty plain packaging behind the back of the figure on pretty much all of them. Marvel Legends, Infinite Series, kind of shiny logo you can see there in the reflection, and it's just marked as Deadliest Foes. The reason being, this packaging will also be used for Boomerang, which is the other villain which will be packed in the next coming wave. On the back of the box, you get a look at both the villains there. There's Beetle and all his shiny reflectiveness, and there's Boomerang. We'll get a review of that the minute he's released. And that's the packaging, pretty much. Now, the figure does come with a Build-A-Figure part for the Green Goblin, and we will show you that as a separate figure. We just felt there's no much point in showing your head or a hand in each video. We'll just show you the entire figure at the end. So this one does come with a part, and more when we review the Green Goblin overall. All of these figures will be reviewed, but check out our channel, our playlist on TekSushi, and you will get a look at all of them. They're very, very cool figures, let me tell you. That's the packaging. Inside the packaging itself is a little flyer. That's what I'm talking about, the Green Goblin there. You get to build this, and there's the little leaflet that tells you all the bits and pieces. So in this case, because we're looking at the Deadliest Foes, you get the left leg with this guy here. So it allows you to build the Green Goblin up. Snap together the Goblin as shown, and we'll show you that at the end. So here is Beetle. Beetle is quite a different plastic from the previous two Spider-Man figures we reviewed, the Superior Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man. Comes in just over 6 inches tall. The plastic, as I said, it's a kind of, it's hard to explain it, but you can almost see it's slightly translucent, just a little bit, a kind of reflective, almost candy-like colour going on there, all throughout the figure. And I think that's been done to cope with the silver that's been applied to it and keep the paint on it kind of well. So it's pretty good. I don't notice too many major issues with the paint. It's been applied very well. The wings at the back do pop off, and you'll see the detail on the back. It's got a peg, and that clips a nice shading of green there, the darker green into the light green there, so it does add a nice touch onto the wings. Leaving on the back, you just get that peg hole there. You maybe can see that again, that very, as I say, cherry candy coloured plastic. It's quite different from the other figures. Obviously the shininess is there rather than the matte colour. Look, as Beetle goes, this is quite a faithful reproduction, I think, of one of the video games, and I don't recall seeing this version too much in the comics. Beetle has a very confusing kind of, to me anyway, bit of a past. He has been a villain. Human Torch started off with him, ended up with some college students. He's also been in Thunderbolts at one point, so yeah, kind of odd villain. So, but a cool looking one nonetheless. So, good looking suit, good looking figure. He's got some weapons there in his arms, and that's about all you can really show in the figure. It's a nice sculpt, it's been well done, and as I said, the paint's been applied pretty well. There's no major issues overall. Not one for everybody, I would presume, but still, it's a good figure. Lots of articulation on him, just like the Spideys. You can see the hinge on the back of the neck there, so we've got a ball joint with a hinge at the neck. You can see on those shoulders there, ball joint with a hinge at the shoulders. We've also got the swivel biceps up at the top. You can see the double joint on the elbows, and he's also got those swivel wrists as well as that double pivot, so you can pivot and swivel on all of those, so that allows good flexibility and movement. He's also got an ab crunch. We can move that and pop that back and forth, and he's also got a swivel waist. You can see it moving around. He's got little pins there in the crotch to move the tops of those thighs. We've also got a thigh swivel up there, double joints on the knees, and he's got rockin' vonkles, so he can pretty much move in every way you want. And of course, he's got a peg hole in the bottom. Damn, we need some decent stands, let me tell you. I'm using some very cool stands from Japan. Stage 4, I think they're called. Anyway, we've done a review on our Fly Guy Star Wars channel, which fit these guys, but I would really appreciate Marvel doing some good, clear stands. We can get these figures with 2 pegs on them. It would really be good, but there we go. They stand pretty well. Good looking figure. It's not bad at all. I picked them up at DorksideToys.com. God bless those guys. Again, very, very cheap for me. We don't even get these things in Australia, so very grateful to them. And they package it like nobody on the planet, let me tell you. This thing was so minty fresh, it was beautiful. So Well done on the carded side of things. They pack incredibly well. If you want to get a link to buy it, it's directly underneath. You'll see the Buy It Now link. Go ahead and snap it up. Also underneath is a link to all of our social channels. TekSushi on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, all that jazz, Google+. I'd love to know your thoughts. What do you think of Beetle? Is he a good villain? Bit lame? Know any more about his history or any good comic books we should be reading on him? Love to know your thoughts. Please do leave a comment below, thumbs up or thumbs down. And if you haven't, click subscribe and you'll get all the reviews straight into your inbox the minute we get the toys. That's it. We'll be back with even more Marvel Legends coming up soon, and we'll see you for that. Cheers.